Anything you want to add?
No, I
Next,
think we covered it.
Becky Lynch, free agent? Question mark. Her and who's the small Kurt Angle guy? Chad Gable.
Craig Gable.
They're both their contracts are expiring. Source Internet, and Becky Lynch says she's just going home. So who knows if she'll show up at AEW or TNA or overseas at Stardom. But it is interesting that a lot of these contracts are coming up. So I mean, it would be hard. I think it would be hard, and people have done it. People have done it. Some people at WWE, some people are married in WWE and or in New Japan. Some people are married in WWE and TNA. Some people are married in WWE and AEW. But I think it would just be hard to be a professional wrestler, be on the road that much, and your loved one works for another company. I just think that would be a lot because being a pro wrestler is hard. Being in a relationship is hard. But like you're just putting on extra hard mode. You're like, okay, we're gonna put it on extra hard mode. So it should be interesting to see where they go. Do you think Becky Lynch stays? Do you think Becky Lynch leaves? Do you think Becky Lynch just does the free agents market?
I think she long term stays, but I think short term she just doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, just
I
spend some
think she's
time,
going to spend
rest.
time with her kid. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think there's two parts I want to bring up, and you can comment on it. One, there's the Coco-spiracy in me. It's like they're losing a lot of free agents, so if you just create free agency buzz and keep your own athletes, it looks like you
Hmm.
can sign free agents. That's me
Hmm.
overthinking. But then there's the nerdy side in me. The average WWE guy the average WWE professional wrestler or sports entertainer makes $350,000. And you got to remember the very high, like the Roman Reigns, the Brock Lesnar's, they're bumping those numbers up. So it's a $350,000 average, but the gap between the haves and have nots are huge. And there are people in professional sports, soccer, football, basketball, baseball. I don't know about hockey, but there are people in professional sports that are making so much more that you've never heard of. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, free agency, oh, be loyal, oh, I can't believe that there's two companies, I can't believe people would leave. You can't be on the boat of, I respect these athletes. Calm down, Taz, we respect you. We respect these athletes and they should get paid. Or they're sports entertainers and TV stars, they should get paid. And then they get paid the lowest, and then there's competition, you get mad at competition, but they could jack up that price. It's like we live in fucking bizarro worlds. We live in fucking bizarro worlds. It's like, do you respect the athletes? I do, Taz, calm down. Do you respect the athletes? Do you think they should get paid? Because here's the thing. I'm known as a John Cena hater. I'll be the first one to tell you. In John Cena's prime, he was insanely underpaid. He was on a highly rated TV show. So if he's a TV star, he's underpaid. And if he's an athlete, he's the number one athlete according to their own standards. And he's underpaid. So I find it weird when it comes to free agent talk. They're like, how could you betray us, Edge? How could you possibly go where it's better for you and not do the grind? I just think you don't realize how much you worship a corporation and don't care about the athletes. So, because think about it, if she goes home, she spends time with her family. We're talking about Becky Lynch
Right.
here. She calls up AEW. She just spiked up her contract. By just having that conversation, her value goes through the roof. So, I don't know. I find it confusing that there are people out there that are so loyal to the company and respect the athletes so much, but they're averaging $350,000, and some of them are low. Like some of them are really, really low. Pay. It's ridiculous. And not only that, but there's also interviews that if you're injured, you actually make more money than if you're healthy, and that's never a good thing for the grind. So, I don't know. And here's the thing: if you're an AEW guy at this point, do you want more WWE stars showing up? I think I'd rather just have free agents from around the world at this point.
I agree. I think I would rather just have the free agents showing up.
Yeah, yeah. Because if your name's not Nakamura, AJ Styles, maybe a healthy Sheamus, a Drew McIntyre, an Asuka. Like my list of WWE stars I would take from WWE are pretty small because you don't want to be the reputation of WCW in its dying days. You don't want to have the reputation of TNA during the Dixie Carter days. So if it ain't the perfect fit, just let them go. And plus, both companies have rosters that are way too big, in my opinion. So there you go. All right. Anything else you want to go, Adzer?
No, I think you pretty much covered it. Becky Lynch is an asset to whoever gets her, but will anyone actually get her? I don't think so.